Good morning, everybody. Friday morning, 5 after 11. Time for silver contest. This one's really simple. Uh, Although I want to speak about something else before I mention it, so that I can get my little rant in. Two things. Anybody that doubts that Israel was founded uh, by terrorists only needs look up who the Argun or IRGUN. They were terrorists and terrible terrorists, unbelievable. And three of the members of that ended up as being prime ministers, later on prime minister of Israel. So that'll give you an idea of the mentality of the leadership in Israel. Uh, Now on to other things. Newt Gingrich just recently in debates and in conversations after debates announced that he'd like to see the minimum wage done away with, and and also the minimum age in which kids can work. This he thinks is going to create a whole bunch of new jobs. Yeah, jobs that pay nothing, absolutely nothing. Jobs that do nothing really. They might help some of the video game industry. It'll help put some gas in these kids' gas tank, and it might up the sale of marijuana, but I can't think of anything else and how it's going to help anybody else in this country. First of all, what he suggested to help the school systems with their deficit budgets is to fire all the janitors but one, and then hire high school kids at below minimum wage to do the janitorial work. Well, that's fine. You've created jobs uh, for kids at below minimum wage, but then you've thrown all these other people out of work that were having pension plans and health care plans and all that. And what are they supposed to do for work? That just makes no sense. The Republicans aren't happy about anything unless they've beaten the masses down to sheer poverty and upgraded the 1% to making a larger and larger percentage of the total income of the United States. It is absolutely absurd. Now, uh, Gingrich goes on to say that he wants to move the retirement age up to 70 or 72. Well, how's that going to help? Because you have the people that are working between 62 when they can retire and get Social Security now, and 70 or 72. These people uh, are already have their retirement paid for. They want, I guess he wants Social Security. It's something you pay in from the day one that you start working for. He wants that only to be paid out. If the average male now lives to be 78, then he wants you, if you can't collect Social Security to 72, he wants you to collect Social Security for 6 years, something that you may have been paying into for 55 years. This is the Republican answer. Shuffle more money to the top. Now those people that are working from 62 and can't retire now till 70 because a lot of them will be dependent on Social Security because more and more systems are doing away with pension plans and doing away with health care and everything else. These people will keep those on the bottom from getting up, working their way up to the top. So people that would get a job at 18 now can wait till 26 until the guy that has the job at 62 doesn't retire now till he's 70 or 72. So none of these things make any sense at all. And if anybody would hold them to proving how this does, and another thing, they say, oh, if you tax the rich, it's going to hurt jobs. Well, say the rich now are being taxed at 35%, and all they want to do is move them up to 37%, and some would like to move them up to 39%. All right, so you're telling me that a guy making $1 million a year and pays out uh, $350,000 a year in income tax, and none of them do because there's loopholes and loopholes and loopholes. And to raise his tax by 20,000 a year is going to make him not want to work. Like Bill O'Reilly said, "Oh, if you raise my taxes anymore, I may not even work." Yeah, bullshit. And Bill O'Reilly knew it when he said it because now if I'm hiring somebody and I'm making say $100,000 a year, Well, the only reason I'm hiring somebody is because by hiring him, I'm going to be able to make $105,000 a year. So no matter what my tax bracket is, the more people I hire, if I need them to work, the more money I'm going to make in relationship to the taxes. So all this stuff is nonsense, and anybody could figure it out with the simplest of math. But yet, none of these people that do the questions are bright enough to pick up on this when somebody says something as simple as stupid as Gingrich has been. Okay, now enough of that. Now to the contest. What I have here, I won't show ropes, I'll show the front, just show the back. This is the receipt I got this morning from, I have 11 of you out there that I are sending Christmas presents to, and I sent 10 of them off this morning. Now, some of these left the country. You know, I'll tell you right now, two of these go to the UK. Now, the one that goes to Saskatoon, I won't be sending that out till Monday because I'm not sure what's at the flea market and whether I want to throw something else in there over the weekend. So the Saskatoon one is not in here. Otherwise, there are 9 envelopes or packages or boxes or whatever that went out this morning on post, and there are 2 that went to the UK. Or no, I'm sorry, there are 8 US ones and 2 to the UK. Now, your question for the contest is simply, what's the total? What was my total bill to mail these packages and envelopes and stuff out this morning? That's all. Just try to work on that and figure that out, and I won't tell you whether they're coins or checks or, well, I will tell you, some were coins, some were checks. So uh, that'll will confuse you even a little more. So I just guess the closest one to the total cost this morning, not including next Monday, this morning of my bill at the post office, and you win either a Morgan or a peace dollar, whatever comes out of the bag. So remember, you have to be subbed, and the other thing is that uh, if I get more thumbs down than I do thumbs up, then the contest is off. So people, and I love comments. So if you want to comment about anything in the past or anything in the present or this video itself, then feel free to, because you know, everybody knows I always respond almost to every comment I get, and I like the bad ones just as well as the good ones if they're thought out. So. Please feel free to leave a comment, feel free to leave a thumbs up, and then maybe we can figure out sooner or later who the 8 thumbs down was. How you can get 8 or 9 thumbs down on opening a box is beyond me. But yeah, you make enemies along the way. What the hell. So have a nice weekend, and I'll probably my friend is, I know for sure, is coming to the what you call it this weekend, coming to the flea market. Oh, by the way, I had an option of buying let's see, how many were there? 30, I think it was 30 Morgans at Spot last week, and Spot was $25.04, and I had the option of buying for $25, and I passed it up because I'm just so on the edge about where silver's going with all this problem in Europe, so I sat back and let them fly by. But I certainly had bought enough stuff in the summer before that. So without taking up any more of your time, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you sometime Sunday.